The ink and prose of legends work well to cloud reality and do little to bring their truth to light. History itself cannot commit to the hearts of its readers the smell of the blood, sounds of pain, or the taste of defeat that filled its pages in small, neat letters. Even if outlined in tedious detail, the ink does not smell of blood, or the parchment cut like a sword. And not even the mind can burn flesh like fire. Even so, we must write. Despite its apparent silliness, we must tell legends. Try to remember the lives that were gone. Thus, let us resume the story of our own making, in the hopes that it may become legend one day. Last we left off, the Riven Vanguard were defeated. After a very long journey, filled with many obstacles, they finally had found themselves in the doorway of the Chain King's tomb. Making their way inside, they found what they feared and what they desired. The Chain King himself awoke and was not happy in his awakening. Moreover, they found the Tells. Riven Vanguard, having fought the Chain King, they were defeated. And at the very end of the fight, the Chain King slowly but surely that response. So sorry. I see that there's some disagreement in the party. There was a sudden appearance of a former friend, associate, and someone who was involved with the Riven Vanguard, as Torin appeared towards the end of the fight. Using some kind of strange relic or powerful item, time slowed, and the Vanguard was unable to complete their task. However, Torin left something behind. Someone behind in his escape. And the Riven Vanguard, nursing their wounds and no longer able to laud their victory, slowly but surely make their way up back into the town or city of Dassikal. Dusty, bloody, burned, and war. One by one, they made their way into small, crowded rooms and tried to find some peace of mind, dragging with them the wounded. What do you do?
Orphanus, we need, as I'm sure you are aware, we have Vaylith in our possession, and there's a chance she could disappear, and we don't want that happening.
At this point, she's wounded, correct?
Yes, so she's still shot by the arrows from flashlight. So
She's still conscious.
no, she's unconscious. There's a paralysis arrow, and she failed her save, so she's unconscious at the moment. Aramore said that he had dragged her, so he had picked her up and put her over his shoulder, following his somewhat interesting resurrection, and had pulled her up with you guys. And Wendy, again, remember on the outskirts with Durgan, were in the small inn. And he had probably, Aramore just unceremoniously had just toppled her onto the ground. And next to his bed, he sits, meditating.
Is there some way you can set up a ward?
I'm still in the room with Vaylith. I wandered in after Aramore brought Vaylith in, and I've collapsed, cross-legged on the floor, my staff resting against my legs. There's two massive slashes across my chest, rending apart the cloth that was covering me up to this point. I can make a ward, but it won't hold her in. It only holds things out.
Well, my intention is for Tor not to retrieve his pet.
I think there's more important things that we could do with the time that we have.
I don't know. She's a very powerful and gifted young weaver, and Torin
Do you have
still has use for her.
Do you have any potions that could heal me, please?
I have a few.
I'm assuming everybody's pretty banged up right now, right?
Yeah.
Actually,
You're not. Yeah, you're riding the whole time. I know Gornak had been kind of gotten smacked around. Leflin, did you get tapped at all?
I was back shooting my bow.
Yeah, you were. You were right.
Just cracking cold ones in the back.
Hey!
Well, you bully me.
It was not until the child got on the two children.
Ah,
Ironically enough, that were on the battlefield.
I'm literally just a child murderer.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
whose chair?
Please.
My chair, Simon?
No, this one.
Okay.
The child
I
murderer 3000.
thought it was that. Sand.
No, not sand. Oh. Power Wrench, would you bring me a thick slice of pizza?
You guys are all gathered at this point. I'm assuming it's probably up in a large room at the top of the inn. It's a little two-story affair, but it's
Dusty.
yes, the Dusty Gun in Dusty Gun. It's not used to a whole lot of people. For the most part, it's probably like it's a drunk slouch where you have people who are after long binges of drinking from the mining operations or trading, or maybe sometimes some patching merchants from the far west side that come through. They'll come here and crash for the night, but it's not used to holding 7 or 8 people, let alone people with full gear, horses, stuff like that. So you guys are all crammed in a couple of rooms, probably 2 for the night. Winin has set up arrangements, tried his best to get beds and things ready, but having seen you guys come back as bloodied and hurt as you are, he looks at Gornak and instead of saying anything, he goes to his pouch and starts pulling out potions of healing and some other different bandages and balms and things like that, and begins starts applying medicines and stuff to you guys. I'll say that if you guys take a short rest during this time, we can start talking about healing you guys a little bit more. But in the meantime, you're
Yeah,
Thank you for your help.
Can we sit up?
Well, let's just say it wasn't all. It's not all for your good. You still owe something to me. If you remember our deal.
you don't remember.
We're gonna give him
The finger.
Mazadurin's finger.
Bollocks. It's in the best interest of it's in the best interest of all of us. I'm sure you can understand and appreciate what we have to do. The High Council will doubtless respond with necessary violence to protect and end whatever this is. I don't, at the current state I am in, have enough utility or resources to be able to find out where this came from, who's touched it. But if I seek the High Council, I can. Moreover, the Onyx Compact themselves have many agents that are strong enough to help us. To help me.
This is mostly a rehash of the conversation you guys have had. But I'm giving you a
We
little
know
bit.
all
It's
this.
He kind of looks around. So, give to me what we ask for.
I'll give you on one condition.
I have made my conditions.
He held up his dancing ring. He's like,
This, we used this multiple times.
Well, I think there's one more vital question that needs to be asked before we can do this. What do you intend with it?
with the relic.
The relic. It's a tell.
Which one are you talking
Name it what it is. The finger.
Mazadurin's.
Tell relic. It came from an age before. What you call it is how you use it.
This is beyond power I have felt for a very long time.
He sits kind of like on one of the creaky beds and kind of dust kind of pops up a little bit around him. He kind of rummages in his bag and pulls out a pipe and
it a little bit. Look, you're bleeding, you're dying. You have an injured little girl in the room across with a blind man cut to pieces sitting over her. We made a deal. I don't have to justify the deal anymore.
We will give you the finger.
We're just curious.
Gornak, you do not know what you talk of.
No laugh.
I'm sorry.
That's it. You make a persuasion check.
So what is he rolling for? Sorry, I'm gonna ask questions.
Charisma. It would be. I have +1.
Try and persuade him to.
19.
That's pretty good.
I rolled an 18.
Yeah.
+1.
For real. Oh, well then I missed that.
A troop in a
You're
costume.
good. Just leave it right now.
I won't know.
I'll let you open. I think I saw his pipe. And you guys are all kind of just rummaging around, continuing to kind of wrap yourselves up. But slowly but surely meander around kind of a semicircle around him. I'm doing what I said I would do. I'm going to bring it to the High Council. There are friends, good people on the High Council. Yes, it's grown political in the past couple of years, but it's still full of good scholars. Good men and women who are willing to sacrifice to keep evil at bay. Now, I understand that all this exercise that you've come under, this idea to save the world, is your identity and you feel responsible for everything, but you're not the only ones. There are those on the High Council who are willing to work with the same result, the same end goal. This thing, call it a tell if you will, call it a relic if you must. It's too powerful to be left
We'll give you two.
wandering the plains.
We'll give it to you. I draw it out.
The box, the
Yeah,
long,
I
so the sleek black
both mine.
woodstone box that seems to just be about maybe a foot and a half long, about this thin. No, just black clasps around the side, completely unadorned.
I take a second looking at it.
The same heavy, wilting energies was emanating from it. That was the first time you saw it before you opened it.
I lift it up with a little bit of weaving.
He pulls out like a little bit of like a cage almost. And he comes over and opens it up. And he grabs the box from the puts it in the cage. He moves his finger. Shoves the cage into his bag. Ties it up. You're not compromising. You're doing the right thing. And he looks around. Now, if you need anything else, he looks up at Gordon.
There are those on the High Council, many who would call us criminals and try and dissuade us from us.
There are those on the High Council who call me criminal. There are. I think the High Council likes to call itself a little bit more unified than it is. At least for the common man. Which you are not common. I'm not taking this from you because I fear for what you will do. I'm bringing it to somewhere else because I know what they can do.
And that is why I'm giving it to you.
You've already convinced us.
You see like visual relief, and it's just like old bones kind of sag. Yeah.
Do you know any? This is off topic, but I think it's very important, and it should be done quickly. Do you have access to any wards that you can place around, say, an area or an object that will prevent it from?
I start standing up on my stuff.
He looks at you and says,
Give me 1 second.
"What are you trying to do? Keep people in? Keep people out?"
People in. I'm worried that
He kind of like thinks for a second.
you know about bad thing.
Well,
That
the only way I can do that is if I am able to remove all access to the Phalan gift within an area. If that's what you're trying to do.
That would suffice. At least until morning. Once we've had time to recuperate.
Thanks a lot for a second.
I would
check the room. I think I have some things that could help us.
I mean, we'll take some time. I got that bag of heavy pulled out. It's like a big dusty volume.
You say remove access to Phalan gift?
He said, yeah, so you're aware of a radial dispel?
Yes.
Kind of stands up. Yeah, it's somewhat like that, but without the need for concentration, and it would also enable or reduce the amount of access from every individual within its space.
I feel like that would be the perfect thing, actually.
Okay, he's like, alright. And Durgan at this point, who's been, as usual, kind of just completely hunched over in the corner, just looking down, feeling something. Can you take me? Please. Looking at one knee. Kind of like stops. What is he talking about?
He wants you to include him in the area.
No, Dirk says. No.
Let's go to the icons.
Oh. That reaches up. Take me to a Lono. We have the bloody tells. We got what we came here for. We can get this off of me.
I raises his hand again and shows you guys the ring. He looks up, his eyes are just dark rings, bloodshot, just crusted, like what, salt brine underneath his eyes that look extremely painful. His ear is something like part of it's crusted back to his head. The barnacles kind of like spread on his neck, going into his ear.
Please. Well, if you need me to vamp you there, son, I will. What they do with the tells is their business.
There's a more simple way than that.
We have to step.
If you want to seek an audience with the Bright Queen, I go into my bag and bring out one of those, the tablet with sigils and insignia on it. She gifted this to us, if you recall. And upon breaking it, you will be teleported back to our palace.
Okay.
But I must tell you, the Queen is not as forgiving or understanding as you might think.
Harry just kind of like laughs.
You think I care anymore?
And that might be exactly what she wants.
He says, I just need the tells. Please. Both of them.
The tells?
That was the deal, wasn't it? Take the tells to the coin. Get me out of here. Please.
Kind of looks over. Mark.
I need more time with him.
Durgan doesn't have more time.
We've already discussed this
It might.
several times. We already agreed to bring the tellers to the queen.
Airmore's voice from the other room.
She's moving.
I walk over.
Arashan.
You see Airmore just sitting cross-legged, his eyes obviously covered with a bloody bandage. He's sitting in his rags. And you see Vale from the other side.
We need to find her ring.
You see what was where the arrow had been stuck through her thigh is now wrapped up with what looks to be kind of similar bandages to what was on Airmore. And the blood flow is stopped, and the arrow sitting on the broken off, sitting on the room floor.
Ophinus, you knew any threads that could dampen the sound?
I mean, yes. Give me 10 minutes, I can set up a ward around this room, sealing it off from any intrusive ears.
Winnie's already in the other room, working on a piece of cat parchment, kind of writing out something, trying to figure out how to get a ward or a radio dispel working.
Go ahead and push the furniture back.
Old rickety twins that are double stacked.
Me getting out of bed in the morning.
The small light motes of dust kind of float up in the crisp dust. The sun starts moving through. Move the tape, the couple beds out of the way.
We'll go ahead and tie her up.
You start tiring her up.
I put her in the corners.
I start moving to one of the rooms other than Valeth's room, wherever Valeth is not, and I try to fall asleep. I'm so dead.
I stay completely out of that room.
As you're leaving, Aramor, hey, wait. Come here.
I turn around.
He's gonna put his hand on you. And he's gonna heal you. Real quick, and you see this light, warm kind of emanate from his hand. And it feels, having been healed by him before, having touched kind of his gift with light, it feels stronger than before. You start feeling some of the warmth from inside your body kind of.
More the white.
Exactly. he's resurrected, he's indifferent. But it starts emanating from inside you as it starts kind of working to close the cuts in the wound from inside. I'll say that you can heal 25 points of health. Gornak, how beat up?
Well, we did a level up, and I erased
Your overall, your max HP, right?
my max HP is 114. I erased what it had been. I think it was like 40. No,
you were at 40.
No, it was like
Goes from 40
It was like
to
20.
114 to one
Classic
level.
Sam move is just to be like, it didn't happen. I'm maxing it.
I think it was normally when we level up,
Yeah, we get.
and I just didn't catch the memo.
Don't worry about
so
it.
I think it was like 25 or something.
Okay, it's not a big deal. You could put it in there. Interesting that the party. It's funny to see the party dynamics from last session to this session. See how absolutely excited every different energetic part of the party was, and I was absolutely beat up for crap.
It sounds like y'all got pretty beat up in the last.
Do you want to hear a little bit about what happened?
Yeah.
No way.
He planned a TPK for us.
I did not.
He sort of did.
What would that be?
Total player kill.
Total party.
Oh,
Everyone
That would
does.
be if you guys find it big
Total
bad.
party
It's a joke basically.
Yeah, no, I get it.
DMs like to TPK the parties are bad. You guys are great, usually. So I think I want to. The party's gone to this place, like I said before, Classic Hall, which is right on here. If you want to see So just at
Music doesn't
the
really fit.
northern end of the Carth Range, Carthor Range, right up here, the little mining town of Bassikal. In Bassikal, they found out basically that there's like all these chain keys too. They went to basically find some powerful things. We're not gonna do it.
Chain King is an awesome name.
Yeah.
The Chain King is made up. Well, maybe I don't know. You guys know? I don't remember how much I told you.
You told me. Not
Okay.
them.
Oh wait,
So,
I got a lot
One of
of
the three children of the deep.
Yeah.
That was a child of Fetter's doom. It was created during the time of the Sundering. Basically, they're amalgamations made from the energy of the Chaos Plane. They're extremely powerful and dark creatures, more things. Chain King has a couple. They all have different kind of rules of operation that they were used by. The Chain King specifically had binding things, obviously. So his crown and his sword that he was created with have very heavy enchantments on them as well that cause them to be able to be controlled and used. And That's what he was using during the Sundering. That's kind of a very powerful creature.
There's
Kill people.
one of the three children of what?
The deep.
The deep.
The deep. That's what
And we could talk about that more later.
I'm saying.
Basically, they went in there and they were trying to. All this crazy stuff was there. Cool, beautiful mural of like the chaos plane opening up on this, in the tomb. They saw a bunch of stuff. They woke this guy up out of his tomb because they tried to get the tells, which are very powerful, basically recipes.
We didn't wake him up.
Written by the ancients.
No, we didn't.
We didn't
for
wake him up.
Powerful items or things like that.
Yes.
And so Chain King got out of his bed and started fighting them. And they got their butts kicked.
No, he had
because
really bad morning breath.
he had bad morning breath. He was not very happy.
We got him. We nearly beat him. Like we were so close.
He was 16 health.
So to be a little bit
More.
to be a little bit less anachronistic, they did not wake him. We were joking about him killing 2 children. A child was being controlled by somebody. Somebody was speaking through the child, and he was reading the rites of waking him. And they didn't. They were there. They were all trying to they're all down there. And this child came and started reading the rites of awakening.
Just a kid just walks
Everyone
in.
was just like, oh, what do we do?
Why
Now
didn't
I'm
you-
just
why
like-
didn't you kill the kid?
We had a
He was
sense
dropped
of
that
somebody.
somebody was following him.
Yep.
We couldn't find who that was.
They were all just like,
Over a
what do we
series of really
do?
Bad rolls.
I assumed I knew.
Bad rolls.
Critical
Just
fail. You trip over your own feet.
Right? No, seriously, it was actually really funny.
Your shoelaces attacked you.
Aramore knew. So Aramore got a whisper, and Aramore knew that it was a child, but he didn't think of anything of it, so he didn't go kill the child or do anything else.
Because
His
it's
child
like
just walked
child following us.
in. And child, yeah, child following.
And that's actually
But Torin was speaking through that child.
Brian
He used to write
Joel's character, right?
What's that? Torin is an NPC. So Torin is
Oh,
a very powerful.
Someone we all know.
Very powerful relic builder.
Someone
He's connected to his character.
Yeah, he's very
And Joel was like, Thorn's
I heard
great,
y'all
y'all
talking about
don't
it.
worry.
What's your character's name?
Kyle Recte.
Okay. Are you like an anti-hero? I'm just
Everybody
Yes,
here.
everybody here
He's
is
an
kind of a
anti-hero.
little bit.
I
Even
definitely.
the most heroic among us, which is definitely Gornett.
Definitely.
And then Torm swooped in and did some strange things, and was able to basically capture the Chain King and take it away.
He
So-
used 2 relics. One to basically stop, freeze time, except that it's not our perception of time. So we couldn't move or do anything in a certain radius. And then that object malfunctioned, and that's kind of why he had to leave Valeth behind, his apprentice, or that basically from what we perceived to be his apprentice. He used another relic to capture the Chain King, and what we sometimes are referenced as pocket dimensions. Pocket dimensions being not accessing any of the other planes of existence, but creating your own tiny
Yeah, I
one.
know what a
yeah,
pocket dimension is.
Basically that one. Yeah.
Valid.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that was basically it. So that's the background of this little area.
Yeah,
This little part
that's-
right,
This is a
the little bit.
tiny
There we go.
fraction, which is of the story of
Let's
this one.
continue.
The primary difference from this kind of pocket dimension and ones like in D&D is that D&D has like an actual plane in which they access.
I wouldn't know anything.
Okay.
about D&D.
Yeah, so you have 20. For a second, I'm just trying to start it.
You go to Gornak. Gornak. I just need to clarify something with you first. I know my methods may be a little bit unorthodox, but I know you know that we're on the same page. We need to get these answers out of Valeth.
Yeah, let's just on the
Would actually leave that room.
Are you asking?
I'm telling you what I'm going to do. I'm gonna get those answers, no matter the cost.
No, Vivian. There shouldn't have to be a big cost.
Well, let's just hope she's willing to talk.
She will be.
I would say that.
She will be.
Paramore is kind of just.
Is there truth?
Should we just ask her?
Really.
Just sit there.
I will not subject anyone to any serum.
Something tells me she's not going to be very forthcoming.
Look, I don't actually care. Just, start at the beginning. Sit back down and start meditating.
I have incense that I am going to put together that will promote forthrightness not necessarily strict honesty that can be misleading, but forthrightness, which is better.
Very valid Gornak response.
Canon Gornak response.
Eyebrow goes off the head. Like a slight wariness whenever Kyle's speaking about his potions after fair grain. Everyone's like, this is a great idea.
Shoot, we wrecked the temple.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's a hole by 17 by 17 feet, just straight through the top of this temple. So
Gives a character. Yeah. Well, this is. So, I will not have to make do anything unsavory.
Well, so that's the case. Just make it strong.
Really. I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna actually not leave the room. I'm gonna sit here, next to where I was standing,
okay.
and pull out the empty bottle of the wine of suggestibility, which has a few drops left in it,
Okay.
and then some. I'm gonna have to open the text.
You did good. While you're perusing your
Chat history.
yeah, I imagine like Kyle just sits down and just opens up his stuff and filing through bottles and stuff like. Pulling out different bottles.
Right. So it's this. It's
The merchant resin.
I pull out that as well as some fairy dust, which I had gotten from the forest, the Greater Forest, and some ground up thane thorn vine bark,
Okay.
and
Outpost of
the rest of
Albuquerque.
the rest of the wine suggestibility that's left, and I'm going to mix that all together and make an incense powder, a powder incense, which effects will be described later.
Okay, cool, awesome. And we talked about that, so we're good.
Yeah.
So as he's sitting there grinding up and moving, so does anybody else want to do anything?
I want to sleep.
You're sleeping, yeah. You're knocked out. You're soft.
I'm sucked.
I want to sleep, but I'm not going to leave the room.
Okay, you're just gonna stand outside the room.
I'm gonna
Just go stand and fall.
Okay.
try not to fall asleep.
Out of brutal curiosity, did y'all who paid the mercenary that was with you guys? I.e. David from last session.
I think Isaac
He
did.
didn't die?
Did Isaac? Oh yeah.
That was the plan.
Yeah, I know, but Isaac's not here, so
Which is the idea.
yeah, we could.
That was here.
That was 50 gold.
Oh, okay.
Oh
So-
no, I'm kidding.
Oh, no.
He looked. I see. He's like before you guys entered in there. He stopped with the outside of the end. He's like, I'm assuming
Sorry.
he stopped David. He says, I don't know what the hell that was, but you guys can do whatever you want to do. Give me my money. I'm leaving. There you go. Just looking at the gold. He looks at you. Gives you like a really long look. Looks at over the whole party. And he's gonna just start jogging out throughout the city. Towards the entrance. Okay, cool. Just make sure that's it. Anybody else want to do anything? If not, I'm assuming everybody just sleeps, right? Everybody.
Yeah, I actually ask some people that are in the room with me if they want to set up a watch. Just for the sake of Bailiff doing anything stupid.
I will say anybody who does take part of the watch will not get their refresh.
I don't need it.
Before we take any rest, we're gonna
I can watch. I don't need
I
it.
think we should wait.
I can't watch.
I'm not waiting any longer. We need these answers now. I don't know if Tor's gonna come back.
I'm just speaking mine. I'm not really something things. I'm just like.
Guys, once you join the party.
TBK. We're interrogating it tonight.
I need to know if Winnie has making any progress. Not necessarily for the interrogation, but for the night. Because we can't be sleeping if she's gonna be leaving.
You go over. At this point, actually, when he walks in, he shoves him. Oh, you guys should be catching your shut eye. I got something cooked up here. It's a little bit of amalgamative, but it definitely wouldn't match muster for any kind of an academia spell combing. But I'll rock with it. We'll move through. I'll set it on. Did anybody have abilities that they need to have continued?
I'm asleep, so I wouldn't be able to say anything.
And do you have time that you want to keep this on? How long do you want it to last?
Through the night, through the rest at least.
So, 10 hours?
Yes.
Okay. Is how long you usually sleep?
Sure. Yeah. I do have well, okay, this is clear for you, Aiden. From
12
what I would
hours
know-
of long rest.
From what I would know about fairy dust,
That's too
is
much. Patrick, I forget.
Would it rely on access to the Phelan gift?
Twice a long.
So that's a great
rest,
question.
not long
No, because fairy dust is specifically Feywild. So it's not connected to the Feywild gift, it's connected to the divine gifts. That'll be
Okay.
Lumen Neveron.
Got it.
You're good.
Okay, cool. So I
So then this is a long rest.
Yeah, you guys are doing long. In which case, those who have received healing will be fully restored.
not just
I
anything
can-
else in the ingredients would work as well. So
Maybe not narratively, but probably.
I can stay up for watch.
Um,
Everyone's good with that.
okay, so I take the bottle that is now full of a reddish powder with a like yellowish glow. Cork it and pour it into a like small pan.
Okay.
And
You don't want to search the clothes her wearing? Or you just.
No, I'm searching everything. I'm taking off everything that is other than the clothes she's wearing. So like any other items or.
It's hard when you're dealing with
That
such
sounds
an
weird.
adolescent girl. Okay, interesting.
yeah, let's finish
You're
up by our professional child shooter.
Yeah.
What?
That's left.
Anakin?
Oh, I forgot we're recording this.
is shoot
Children.
Don't get on to me, but Simon goes, Gornak, you can't care what tactics I use. I know. He's like, I'm gonna do whatever I want.
That's very true. As you're kind of just rummaging through just what she has on her, from what you can tell, she didn't really have anything. She had like 3 gold just like shoved into a small like inner pocket, but she didn't carry any weapons. She didn't carry any pack or satchel or anything. She was just with Torin at the time, from what you can tell. There's no message of instructions. There's no itemized list or anything. She's just bare.
She had no pack or nothing.
No pack, nothing.
Okay.
She was just there with him.
Okay.
From what you can tell. As you're kind of like pushing around and kind of like feeling for stuff and trying to find stuff, she kind of looking around. She kind of starts regaining consciousness. Her eyes flicker open. She completely breathing steadies.
How do you know Torin?
She says, she's responsible.
I trust we need to set the thing up.
You guys both just
Hey, y'all.
at this point, both you two are.
I do need to say something. It's probably. I think y'all forgot. We have met Valeth before.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm fully aware.
She
Yeah.
hired us. Okay.
Patrick.
Yes.
I'm starting from the beginning.
Who pointed us towards the ravage?
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, I remember all that. Don't worry.
Okay.
So, thank you, son, because to be fair, it's been a while. Cool. So, at this point, it's just you, Elf, and you, Fabian.
Go next.
Oh, Gornak, you're here too? Okay, are you coming, like, all 3 of you guys just surrounding her? She's kind of, like, crumpled in the corner at this point.
I'm
She's
just
tied
in
up.
the room because I don't want them to do anything drastic.
Okay. Heard that. Interesting. So, yeah, please go. Can you see? This is a dimension of
He abandoned you. Is there really anything you got to hide?
No. You're getting a persuasion check.
Hey, if I know the feeling I'm probably going through right now. I was once in a position very similar to yours.
She's actually gonna try to cast something quietly. Can you? What's your notice? At this point, Wanina's still he's scratching out some things, trying to like get the times completed on it still. So there's probably but
She's casting a spell.
she's gonna go ahead.
Then I do my thing.
Okay, so she kind of like
Yes.
quickly moves her fingers. You see like a little like a flare of sparks in the air as the air itself ignites, starts to. Sign.
I'm gonna guess within 2 slots. I'm gonna guess level 3.
Level 3. Okay.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
So she, and as you guess, your ring kind of glows a little bit, and the whole thing, like this light white emanation, and the
crinkles and goes back inside of her. Goes back.
It's not gonna work.
You give Winnie a look like,
When you kind of he's going back to scribble. He's like, I'll tell you when I'm done.
right, try to go fast, please. I take a flint and thing and set spark to the incense. It starts to smoke up.
Okay, does it affect you guys too?
Oh, it will. Yeah, straightforwardness.
Okay.
Will have to be.
So you guys have to be straightforward too?
Mhm.
Okay. All
Wait, hold up. Hold up. Are you serious?
So,
She started asking
No.
questions.
Okay.
To a level. What level is it again?
It'd be level 2.
Level 2. Okay, so at a deception score of 12, you can retain.
Pretty.
How do you know Torin? When did you first meet him?
Does she have to respond? Is that written within the? Is your force responses, or is it that when she responds, she has to be?
I'm gonna check the text.
She's gonna be quiet the whole time.
Dang it, woman!
Women.
Okay, so the one ability is. So what I did is I added the rest of what was left to the instance.
So let me just go
She's
ahead and
heavily
make a will
inclined
check.
to respond.
Well, that was absolute trash.
Woo, baby.
Yo, baby!
I said, how do you know Torin? Where did you meet him?
Again, there's like that flare of resistance, and then it kind of fades as the incense kind of fills the room. Everybody feels kind of their tongues start to loosen a little bit. A lot of their restraints on relax. Even though she's hesitant and even though she's resistant, she says, Sarian's college. He came. Parents dropped me off years ago. I wanted to forget. You see there's just like tons, like she's angry that she's saying anything as she's saying it, but then the potion slowly works, and incense slowly works. Did he answer your question?
What does Torin seek to do with the Chain King?
She's gonna try to deceive you. So she doesn't want to tell the truth here.
What do I roll? Like, what do I how do I see through that? Like, is it my
Insight.
passive?
It'd be probably passive notice.
Okay, I have 2 passive notices.
It's 12. Your crap again. Dude, I hate these dice. These dice are absolutely trash. I need to switch dice.
Throw 'em away.
Dice that rolls high.
Throw 'em away.
Yeah, throw them away. They're trash. They're dispersed.
Throw them. I like it.
I'm not totally sure.
She's lying.
I knew that he wanted it, but he kept on saying different things.
You're lying.
No. He said how evil it was, how dark it was, but he said he needed it. He said that without it we would fail, but he kept on saying.
Fail what?
Fail. It's happening.
What is happening? What is happening?
She said she's super resistant.
You're really close. This can either be very easy for you, or very painful.
She's just like a solitary ear, just kind of like.
You think you may be powerful. I've dealt with people just like you many times before. What is happening?
It was a letter. It was intercepted from the north. The High Council was convening in Cosric. We had Inquisitor intercepted the letter. She like starts. She says, "There was a word. They said ancient.
Gornak's leaning forward. All exhaustion. Forgotten.
They said ancient.
She said, "Go." Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. He said that it was evil. He said it would hurt people.
Why are you seeking the tales?
What?
Why are you seeking the tales?
Do you see there's actually like genuine confusion on her face? There's like not recollection.
Why was Torin using us to find the stones?
The stones.
The stones are nothing. The stones are nothing.
Torin sent me to protect them. Why?
She like kind of looks at you. She says, "That's right. Torin's lapdog. Sent away to stop meddling with him."
Stones are nothing. Can't use them. Can't break them. They're idle threats.
What was your purpose?
I think maybe the way she would respond to this would depend on what you mean by purpose.
What is your goal with Torin?
Protect Rivia. It's always been to protect Rivia.
Right.
But there's been something else too.
What?
She's gonna try to resist this again.
Can I counter the resistance if
I think, as far as this is more like a deception roll, like when you were being like polity and you're trying to deceive. She's just rolling at a disadvantage at this point. Dude, this die is like God. That was literally a 2 and a 5. Those are terrible rolls.
this is like me when we were fighting the ravens and I was like
Oh my gosh. What was the question?
What was the second purpose?
Torin always had a second calling. At this point, she actually seems a little bit more relaxed, less resistant. She kind of just sits back and the incense kind of wafts throughout the room. It's kind of like kind of prickles in your nose a little bit as the fairy dust kind of lifts up, mixed in with this kind of sickly sweet smell of the wine. I don't know very much. All I know is that something real was waking. Something that hadn't been awoken for many generations. Somebody on the council, maybe more than one, was trying to wake it. As far as I knew, there were. I'm not sure if Torin is trying to stop them from waking it or wake it himself.
Then what is he using the Chain King for?
They're powerful. They're strong. He needs weapons. What do you think the Guild of the Single Star has been doing for the
Don't
last
talk to him,
5
talk to me.
I've been gone for 5 years.
What do you think Vandanya and Theron, what do you think they've been working for Torin?
Kyle, leave the room.
It's been an arms race.
I was head of the guild.
She just does laugh. She's just.
Oh, and I'm Torin's prized apprentice.
Look where that's got us both. You have no idea what you're doing, do you?
Why is there an arms race?
Rivia has a dying king, in case you didn't notice. sole heir up to the throne is a woman. The people have had a monarch, but not a matron, for centuries.
I can get behind that.
I hate you. And a rock folder going and he dies.
Nat 20. Negative net.
There are those who would like to believe that the councils are equivalent, and you have the Phelan High Council is somehow beholden to the crown, but that's been false for years. The king can do nothing without the beck and call and say of the High Council.
They're just a Phelan High Council, not the council.
Yeah, just to
Yes.
clarify that. And to clarify, is Torin part of the Phelan High Council?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So is Winnie.
Thought we knew that. Just making sure. Okay. How many people are in the Phelan High Council?
There are a lot, so it actually does change. Typically speaking, it's elected representatives of different regions
Oh, shoot.
of all across Andriel. So it's actually not just Rivian.
Who
And they
elects
deal
them?
primarily with what types of rulings?
Yes,
Law.
so everything, it's not law, it's actually just regulations, polity, and anything that has to do with weave. So anything that you would have, like discoveries would be presented there, new forms of weave,
So it's like almost like
presentations of like fundraising, all kinds.
society. Yeah.
It's like a society, exactly. It's like a high society, but it's also interconnected. Think of it as like a almost reminiscent of the Catholic Church at its height, where you'd have the Pope, the bishops, you have different levels of government within it. That was extremely powerful because it had the power of religion and the people, but also the direct access to the monarchy, to the ruling class. Obviously, it's a little bit different because there's a legitimate, very real power connected to the weavers of the Phelan High Council.
Okay, very cool. Thank you.
Yep. Jesus. But like, or she.
Thresdian princes are here to overthrow whatever Rivia has left. But that's just a byword, just a product of what the High Council wants.
She lying.
Make a perception check.
I should have saved it for later. Come on.
DC 15.
Oh yeah. No.
What'd you get?
3.
Oh, it's the best you can tell she's telling the truth.
That's what a 3 will get you.
Where did Torin go?
She's like, I'm not sure.
You are. Where did Torin go?
There are several different places he could have gone.
You were his lapdog. You weren't just following along, just going wherever he went. You knew. He would have told you. Where is he going to go?
She always encourages. Just because I'm his apprentice doesn't mean he tells me everything.
She lying?
No.
Well, no, I know not.
As
But
far as
like,
you can
is she? There's some sort of like any deception or.
She seems actually pretty peeved that you're suggesting what you're suggesting. She seems pretty legitimately like serious.
He could have gone to Hydrio, or he could have gone to the High Council chambers themselves.
Why would
He
he
could have
leave you?
gone to see an area. He could have gone all the way to the Anarch. There are all manner of places he could have gone.
What's the most likely, do you think?
He says,
Surely
He's-
there's some.
she's like, more than likely he's in Rivia right now. He's either under the consulate chamber or he's
Does he plan to release the King Kingdom?
He's like,
I don't know what he's planning to do with the Chain King. I don't think he knows what he wants to do with the Chain King. He's gone mad. He's senile. He's looking for things that he doesn't understand,
He wants to have as many as he can because he's weak and he's alone and he's surrounded by men and women who are far stronger than he is. And there's something coming that he doesn't know how to handle. And he's trying to grasp at every straw and every broken root that'll keep him afloat.
You'll make it.
So what?
No room for dead weight, right?
No. Contrary to what you might think, I support him leaving me.
Why? Like I supported him.
Because what he's doing is important. I mean, there's... somebody has to try, at least.
Weak man playing with things he doesn't understand.
He's not weak, he's just senile. He's kind of like...
He just has all.
Just like...
You yourself said he was weak.
I don't know. For the longest time, he seemed so benevolent, so strong, so knowledgeable, so wise. But as the council slowly closes and their opposers slowly but surely dwindle and go missing, I think he feels the support for the crown dwindle and go missing. Thus he grasps the straws. There's not very many friends for the man who's against the world. But
Or for those that are loyal to him.
kind of bites, she's like, what are you loyal to?
What'd you say?
What are you loyal to?
Loyalty didn't get me anywhere.
So you're aimless. And you do not know what you're doing at all.
Direction isn't directly derived from loyalty. You think that the only way to have a purpose is to have something to look up to. You're the one that truly does not have a direction. You're just doing as you're told.
You see kind of tears start to brim in her eyes.
Bailiff. What do you want? Torn aside. What is your intention?
I don't want the darkness to come over all of Andrio.
We agree. We agree on that.
What darkness are you referring to?
She kind of settled back a little bit. Part of the intercepted letter was that somebody was making a pact. A soul pact with an ancient.
Sounds familiar.
How do you know that?
Like I said before, the High Inquisitor of Rivia intercepted the letter, and it was read aloud to the High Council. So to all outward appearances, they oppose.
I actually have a general question.
What's up?
So, who exactly was the letter going to? Did she tell us?
She didn't tell you yet.
Who sent the letter and where was it going to?
It was from Rivia, sent to Threstia.
Who in
We
Rivia
read
sent
this
it?
letter. Saying,
It was anonymous, on both ends. But, of course, there were certain arcane means that Onyx Compact used to try to find who it was, and they found their man. A middle-class merchant, well-connected, well-to-do,
Who?
with enough enemies. Doesn't matter, he's dead.
What was his name?
Remrick.
Can I see if I can do it like a lore check? See if I know
Yeah, go ahead. For sure.
context, I guess.
The name actually does ring a bell because this person was a very well-connected merchant of a high-ranking guild. Specifically, he dealt in, from what you can recall vaguely, it was international trade with spice, primarily spices from Anarch. So he did a lot of stuff from Anarch. What's up?
Oh no, sorry, you finished saying that, right?
No, wait. He did a lot of stuff from Anarch, and he's just very well-to-do, very well-connected. But also, he had obviously a lot of enemies. They were a part of the other merchant guilds, as he would have monopolies and everything. Very wealthy guild members typically have, again, very wealthy opponents. So there.
What was his like personality like?
Yeah, you don't remember that much. No, yeah, you can't remember. Like you have like a vague image of like this big hat and like a big feather, and you not liking him.
Yeah.
But other than that, you don't remember. You can't recall facial features or exactly what he was like. Or
In my
I
search,
hear the name. That's it.
was that
I said Icarimus, that's it.
right, Rimrick?
in my search for you know who, did anything come up about Emmerich?
So what's that?
In my search for you know who, is there any? Did I learn anything
Go
about
ahead, go and make a context roll again.
It's actually come in use.
Yeah, for the first time in forever.
Critical fail.
The dice hate us all tonight.
Dude, you know what? I'll use my last cool.
You're okay. You're curious. Okay.
It's my last.
No worries.
12.
12. Okay. Probably for you as well. You probably have a similar understanding that Gornak had. You probably didn't even have an interface with him at all. You probably interact with him in the most separated way, either representatives of his actual trade, or you dealt with maybe some like higher ranking officials of his actual trade, his trade embargo system. It's literally Remrick collaborations. So Remrick collaborations would be the official title of his business.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. Thank you.
But from what Vela says, he's dead. It was easy enough to pin it on him, a well-to-do man, looking for something else, maybe. He was executed as treasonous.
Treasonous to Rivia, treasonous to Thracian.
Rivia. The Thracian princess watched them. It's the great irony of his death. I don't think actually. So back. She looks at Orphan. You're sleeping, right?
Yes.
You're in the other room.
Yeah.
Okay. I went into the other room too. You hear Dan. You kind of feel a slight emanate from inside the room.
Does that encompass me as well?
What was that?
Does that encompass?
Oh yeah, everybody within the building's space, and then probably like an additional 5 feet outside the building as well. There's a radio dispel that has been removed. Okay.
Wow.
Did you spill?
It's okay if you did. We'll just break your legs.
Yeah. That's why I said I didn't.
Our guests are having a blast. Clearly, just living it up and enjoying the
I'm having a fantastic time personally.
riveting. Yeah. Okay.
Honestly, I am.
Problem is like what?
Okay. Good. As long as you guys aren't dying.
I had to just move to a more comfortable
You're good.
spot.
This is exactly what I have.
Cheers.
If you guys are bored, let me know.
Budget right now.
You're what?
Checking your budget.
You're amazing.
Ooh, let me see.
I look to Valeth and I say, Valeth, tell me about Theron.
What do you want to know?
I left him in charge. I left him in charge. What did he do when I left?
What do you think happened?
I would like you or
Torin never had you in charge in the first place anyway. So when Baron was in charge, the same thing happened that was always happening. Torin told us what to do, and we did it. Go get this thing. Go stop this person. Go kill this person. Go break this stone. Go whatever it was, we did it. Because Torin always held all the cards and...
You broke the stone.
Maybe not. It was rhetorical.
Is she lying?
Make it 100%.
Natural 20.
She is not lying.
Anywho,
She's a.
Theron tried for a while to do what you had asked. but it wasn't easy. He couldn't for very long. And pretty soon it just didn't matter that you were left him in charge, and we stopped thinking about you. I mean, I don't think Torin ever mentioned you after you left. Theron did twice, to my knowledge, and Vandanya more than that, but it didn't matter at the end of the day.
Where are they? All of them.
This is actually where she's like, well, for Theron, I know he's at Rorna. Theron is probably at this point in Eronin. There was a relic that was lost there that Torin had put there after the Sundering that he was told to go get. So he's going. Vandanya, there was, from what I heard, some rumors about her being sent up north Thursday. Find out about the pact. But I don't know anything more than that.
Adrin?
Adrin was in Talda for a while. Then he was sent across the Grievers, all the way to the jungles. There was something there that he was supposed to find, but I haven't heard from him in several months. I don't know how to tell you this, but the world that you lived in with Torn was never real.
I know that. I just need to know how big it was.
The difference is that some of us accept that and you can't. Some of us are willing to actually do something with what he gives us. The power, the strength.
I'm doing things.
What are you doing? She kind of likes the back. She's like, you're doing a great job. Look at you guys. It's so funny.
What makes Torin mad? To wield the power he craves so desperately. Just like that.
I think he feels responsible. Very simple level. He didn't do enough after the Sundering to make sure that it was all safe. The world was safe from what they had unleashed.
And now he tries to.
He has to fight fire with something.
Why?
And try to slow it, try to break it, try to reduce it, try to put it out. It won't. It's going to happen.
You can't fight fire with fire. Everything is destroyed. A sundering. Another sundering.
She kind of sits down, she's like, there's some truth to that. There's some truth to that.
What is Torin's endgame? What is his purpose?
She just looks at you dead in the eye and she says, destroy the Phalan High Council. Kill all of its members.
Wait, pause.
Yes.
That the big meeting with everyone, that's tomorrow, isn't it?
Yes.
That's right. When?
When he feels like he has enough power to do so in a span of however long he has.
He's been gathering tells and you call it just any power he can for the past quite a while now.
That can't be an end game.
Why does he want?
Look, all I know. She kind of stops and she's like, think he wants to be a god.
What about my grandfather? He seemed to be okay with that sort of mortality with him. That's why he had me do what I did.
And you think you leave those kind of people alive? You're after the same thing.
If you hold loyalty to a man you disagree with, a man you can't follow.
A man I can't get away from. You're just like, you don't understand. You don't understand.
That worked for me.
She reaches over her arm and she pulls back her sleeve. She shows this winding, like, brand that, like, wraps up around her shoulder, and you can see start going to her back. And it's this, like, black and now kind of like necrotic, almost flesh raised with like white lines on it. And it's like this dark pattern that starts going up her chest. You don't understand. I can't get away from it. It's back down. You got off easy. You don't know what we had to go through. What do we go through still?
What happens if we kill him?
Kill who? Tori.
She goes,
Then what happens to you? And she goes,
Brand would die.
So that brand is on my friends.
Sure, your friends.
Is it?
Yeah. All of us.
Well, you're free for 10 hours at least.
She's like,
No, I'm not. This isn't weave.
is there some way
to break it?
break the curse?
No. It's not a curse. It's a soul bind. Called the Suke. Suke bind. She kind of just. I don't know why her voice got so deep. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I just looked at her.
She just took
She's
slow
up there.
transition. It's almost like she's being voiced by a man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, almost.
This is a beautiful sport.
Well,
He's cautious. Always cautious. Careful. And this is just because of that, I think.
Post game. In the letter that we got, when he was talking about the person binding themselves to a titan, which we got, did it specify which titan?
No, it didn't.
Or entity, it even specified. Titan did it.
So from that letter, it didn't even say that per se. That was extrapolated, and from what we further extrapolated from what we've seen, and it was to a dragon.
It was written to a dragon?
About the dragon. They're trying to, as in the ancient days of old,
So this is
to bind themselves
You know, he
and
grew up in this fantastical world, but he doesn't know. Like he hasn't been immersed in that like more fantastical stuff until recently, so he doesn't really know about this.
If you're in Arona, you have a much more intimate connection to the divine
Oh,
and
yeah,
mystical.
yeah.
But in Rivia, there's
academic.
It's academic,
yeah.
like desensitization.
hence the Phelan High Council.
Like an intentional separation between even the middle and high class and the very powerful, the Phelan energy, the divine, the reality of planes, like all kinds of different, even mystical beasts.
So we're not sure that the letter she was talking about earlier, is that metagame? That's metagaming.
That's fine. You're good. You guys can still that kind of
Okay.
thing is fine.
As long as you don't play any character tropes.
Yeah, no, gotcha. So the letter she was talking about earlier, about someone attaching themselves or binding themselves to an entity. That's not the
So-
same letter we had, is it?
So when we intercepted that letter talked about actually a lot of things. First, they talked about I'll just read it to you. No,
No, don't read it to me.
I'll read it to you.
I just
So
read it.
I'm gonna go through
We'll
it
get this
again.
second.
See what I highlighted again. The signs show us a stirring in the south as well. the very words of those before Eldon's blessings. The tells or the circle of five have been foreign on our tongues, and the memories of them seem to be forgotten, more with each passing hour. But no more, the dangers and strength of them must be remembered. This all to say that a draconic pack, or Phelan bind, before dreaded with the burn and the break in mind, should not be resented in these times. And if you remember, if you harken back to our discussion with Lenine about after we discovered that we recovered this message
This was from the
Prince
Rose.
Algaden
Yeah.
and in this thing, and so with the orb or the basically, yeah, basically, that in that area, it talked about, and a bunch of those books that were in that library, that place, were all written in Draconic, specifically talking about Draconic binding. In essence, a Draconic binding, it is a two-way link in that the human is put at a disadvantage in a severe way, but also gains some things like long life and knowledge from the dragon that they bind to. And obviously, ancients are a whole different category in what Prince Algaden, or what the dragon we met there, and yeah, completely different. No, that's not Alabama. Alabama
bad.
Seer is what we read off of. And
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
We did.
So to clarify, the letter we have is not the one she's talking about, is it?
Maybe it is.
It might be.
Binding to someone, binding to dragons. I'm think that's very probable, but obviously you don't want to take assumptions too far.
We talked earlier about the letter that was intercepted. I said it was talked about someone binding themselves to an entity.
Not just an entity, an ancient.
Ancient, huh?
It was anonymous, both sides. But they used methods. Obviously, the Onyx Compact is vengeful and fast. And they found their guilty members and they put them down.
There's been rumors about ancient stirring, mountains moving, Rivia.
Yes, they have. And I can tell you, firsthand, they are not false.
What can you tell me about the Black Hand?
Oh, interesting. I'm actually gonna have her. You can actually roll for her. You roll a lore check for her.
We'll check.
19.
She's like, the Black Hand. She kind of like racks her brain a little bit. She's like, do you mean the collection of dank in the northeast or northwest?
Yes, I do.
Small, right? Just a little.
Real the Wastelands.
Yeah, no, I know.
We're the only ones who have metagaming here.
Yeah, you're good.
We and the soldiers at Onslaught that we saved
I'm the only ones that know.
are the only ones who know
Well,
about
it's
the
been
rising
several
of the
days
day.
since
And
that
obviously Prince
has been-
Algaden as well. Prince
They have
Algaden.
Bamfane things, I'm assuming, and
Wait, how would Prince Algaden know? Anyways,
holy cow! Wait! Slow down.
The Jim smiles. It's
Read.
already too late.
Wait, where in the letter did you talk about that?
I'll show you.
This is important, guys. I'm sorry.
It is very important.
This is more boring. Not boring. More
Tedious.
tedious. Yeah, it's
not. It is.
I'm enjoying this.
okay?
a lot.
Yeah.
It's not crying.
Are you writing?
It's like,
Well, that would not be to me, man. It's a letter. You're writing a letter to me. Oh man.
Isn't the name?
Yes. Word of the hordes reforming and the chaos that they are causing in the Rilda Wasteland,
Okay,
which
we know
we
about
were,
that.
does not worry me. In fact, I know that we should use such things to our advantage in our coming proposal.
Yeah. Okay, but it's not.
In
I
our coming
understand that.
proposal,
I know
that coming proposal is probably going to be a discussion
At
point.
the
for
council.
Pharaoh.
But,
Yes, exactly.
But does he talk about?
But
Onslaught?
what does it? What? I think that's a typo. What? Oh, maybe. But what does is the possibility of Elonal's involvement in the rising of a dank.
So my point is he doesn't talk about Onslaught specifically.
No. No, because
Okay.
he just knows that they're
This is
rising.
waiting way before Onslaught. Yeah, it was like.
Yeah,
separate
we
sessions.
after that we had with Prince Elgate, we went up into that place where the spice raid happened with y'all.
Yeah,
Then we
Great
went,
Run.
and then we went to the laboratory.
Nephilim Laboratory.
Yeah,
This is what
Nephilim.
happens when it's
Nephilim
been
Laboratory.
years since you
And
played
then we
last.
went from the Nephilim Laboratory, got on a boat, and basically journeyed all the way up to the place of the holding. And from there, place of holding, we
Gotcha,
went to a
gotcha.
vamping circle and vamped
Okay,
away.
I understand. Gotcha. I just need. Okay, so.
Outboard of the peanut gallery. Nice. No, you're doing okay?
Yeah,
um.
I'm trying to write a backstory in my character. Same.
Beautiful.
Oh,
That's good. That's awesome.
That means you bought into this craziness.
This
waves.
Buffins.
And
Yeah,
I'm
you
also,
bard?
I'm also
What?
operating
Are you
off
bard?
of not a lot of lore.
You know what?
You'd have to sing
wait
for
till
me.
next time.
It's osmosis, huh?
Better be
Wait
a
till
bard.
next week to find out.
Yeah.
Next week to find out.
Well,
Next
I won't
week.
be here next week.
Well, hopefully not next week.
Simon.
Yeah, come on.
Simon. We spent 2 hours interrogating her.
2 weeks from now.
I'm not
2
surprised.
Sundays from now.
Dude, we're too used to really long sessions.
Well, you're not
We're
part of
like-
the session yet, so it's fine.
Yeah, now what?
We're good.
Yeah, you guys, Stefan's on, you even know a lot of talking. This is good.
I've done nothing.
Simon?
I'm like,
No, Simon and Joel.
I'm asleep.
Gornak's
I've just been
done some
metagaming.
stuff too, alright?
I've said some words.
Some words.
No, twice the pride fall. Yeah.
That's
I
the
like
quote you
Joe,
messed
Joe
up.
Biden's
You
interpretation.
will get your legs cut off.
Bless the pride, you know, the fall thing.
Two
Ah, so it's the game method.
Means you fall, big.
You know, sitting right there. You look like you're 18.
You didn't say twice the pride. You said
You said more the pride, the more the pride. I was like,
yeah. It was so
more
can
pride
we
you
sum it
have,
up
the
in
more you
in a
two
single
words?
word.
Yeah, it was.
Guys, try to have fun here.
You know, I like kids in the pool that like to rub their hands on my legs and.
No, don't bomb Syria. Think of the children.
That was so out of
We're not showing y'all that image.
Is the recording still going?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
We're not publicizing
We love
this.
Joe Biden.
We're not publicizing this, so.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not.
Sterilize the
You'll
liberals.
send it directly to Joe Biden.
Castrate or kill them.
Hold up. It's like saying sterilize
That's
the
for
gay
the
people.
It wouldn't be a good audio file even if like it had us acting perfectly.
Where we at?
He asked about
Oh,
the,
yeah, yeah.
the dank reforming, and then he asked about the what.
It was a small. It was an idea. It was a crazy idea of unifying all of the clans under a banner. But that was just that. It was an idea. And it meandered about for about 10 years, and it dispersed. And it resurged again recently, but yeah, that's wrong. Oh, sorry. Why?
It's not for you to ask. Tell me more about the Onyx Compact.
What do you need to know?
What do they want?
The Onyx. The Onyx Compact is. It is the legal and political hand of the Phalan High Council. It is the means by which the Phalan High Council carries out its judiciary as judge, jury, and execution.
Okay, not gonna lie, I did not know that.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
We talked with Anine about it.
Well,
Like,
that was a long
extensively.
time ago.
I know, what a lie.
2 years ago.
However,
This is
on paper and in their constitution, they are beholden to the crown. Thus, the arch-lectors of the Onyx Compact are necessarily beholden to the crown.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm not used to doing the freaking girls' voice for 5 hours.
Unless it's Colleen or Kalor, because I can rock Colleen all day.
Clean is much more lilting.
And a lot more magical, huh?
Color's a dude.
I know, Kalor's a dude.
That'd be gay.
It's actually a star in the sky, and he has
Well,
for the first time.
okay.
Who wrote that? It's like, what? hiding. Nerds. Jeez. Oh gosh. Okay.
Your next compact is, as I said, the hand of the High Council, both in convenience and as a performer, judge, jury, and executioner. Any of the edicts that are carried out, or rather that are violated by any of the members of Rivia or Oracos Andriel who fail to...
Alright, but who on the High Council is trying to awake a dark entity? She lying?
No, she. No.
I'm just gonna do that.
Never,
I'm sorry.
You're good. You can make a perception.
Okay.
I'm always gonna say no. It's a D4. You just roll a D4.
No, that. Well, I mean, no, it was cocked. Oh, okay, take it. It was really good. That was not bad. What am I rolling?
What are you rolling? You're gonna roll perception.
Okay.
Roll
That,
perception.
Notice.
I don't have. Oh, I do. Never mind. That's 17.
17? Okay. Just over.
I think that's the opposite of how this is supposed to work.
I think I had a hunch that that was my next call, to find out who it was, because Torin not for a second believed that it was Ramrick. Well, to be fair, nor did half the Villian High Council, but heads had to roll, and Ramrick's was the one that fit the bill.
I missed that. Well, I walked out and to get coffee. What was
Someone of the High Council or the Valiant Council was trying to awaken a dark entity.
a dark entity?
Some, basically, that's what you said.
Okay, that's very important.
I don't know if I've talked about it. That's right.
Once I guess you get out of this, or Torn summons you back, what is your plan?
I don't have the plan. I'm not the guy with the plan.
What if you were?
She's like gestures to her shoulder again. She says,
I cannot be.
Would you want to be?
Get out of here.
Very well. I think it is in the best interest of everyone that Torn no longer have a hold over this world.
What do you suggest? You say you're gonna kill him. Because that would mean I die too.
That would mean you die.
Do you think we can kill him?
she's like, at this point, she's like almost checked out. Tears are building up in her eyes. She's at the very, she's like, can you kill him? Of course.
You said the brand would be removed.
I don't think I understand. Can we kill him?
She kind of like stops for a second,
We can.
looks around. I don't know.
That is a question for another time.
What do you mean?
Sorry.
Tomorrow. She needs rest. We all need rest.
She's like, tears still like going down her face. She's like, well, she's hands are tied. She's like, don't work for herself. She's like, please don't kill him. That means Darren, Tanya, me, and others will die.
Just for clarification, Darren Moore doesn't really need sleep, does he?
Nope.
Yeah.
He does not.
Yeah.
Aramore is definitely awake right now in the corner, listening to this. You're walking by, like,
But find a way
he's awake.
to make sure it doesn't happen.
I don't think we really care.
We're
You
gonna
don't.
This is Aramore. We're gonna kill him either way. Sorry. Dark things need to die.
We need to.
And so many.
We just need to get you and my friends separated from him. I'll do what I can to find a way to sever it.
Don't hold your breath. I'm gonna walk off.
Okay.
Go to bed.
You gonna go to bed?
To sever his hold on you and my
Keep
friends.
watch.
She trusts you.
The last of all of you are
Paramore.
important to me.
She watches Davey
I don't
and walk away.
know the technical call.
She turns to you and she goes, "This relic, he stays alive. He's generations too old. That relic will keep him alive. I don't know what it is. I don't know how long he's had it.
He just sits and waits for time to pass him by.
It's
To
just
the right moment.
She kind of sits back and she's like, it's less about him sitting and waiting. He controls it somehow. I don't know how. He moves time. He's got the advantage.
Well, that has to go. I'll have to. You said you'd be in Rivia most likely, right?
I don't know. Maybe.
What do you know about those brands? How did he do them? How did he bind your souls?
We didn't know that it would bind our souls. We thought that it was merely a...
I don't blame you for being tricked by Torrin, but do you know?
Sorry, like a minute real quick, just to make sure I don't mess any of this up. It's the Lord of the In-Between Realms. And she looks at you. She like pulls it all the way back and starts like pulling up. Actually, she's got her hands tied. I don't. She's like, yeah, okay. Pulls it back and she's like, says something. She says, "It's the sigil of Nephilis. I don't know how or where he found it, but there was something, some thing that he used that bound us to him. Some powerful artifact that he found. He seems to have some infinite access to all of these relics, these artifacts that we can't find, that we can't see before he uses them. This was just supposed to be a very small communication binding that we'd be able to speak to each other. And that's how it started, that's how it began. And he put it on our arms, and it was fraternal, it was familial, and it started to grow. And we knew he had been betrayed. The father of the in-between realms. I can't.
What would I know about that, Aiden?
Make a lore check. Probably not a lot.
No, I
Well, you try. Roll high.
I'll do my best. What I roll? Lore?
Yeah.
14.
Pretty alright up. The name, probably Nephilis, is the proper Elvish name for the deity. As far as you're aware, that's probably the most that you can get. The informal term, the father of the in-between realms, is unfamiliar to you. But from what you know, Nephilis, again, the formal term for a form from Elven, would be considered by a lot of the Southlands people and some Aronians as well to be the god that controls the things that are not bound to the planes. So the in-between planes, the in-between space between the planes, the potentially the energy that binds the planes themselves together in the fabric of reality, that kind of stuff. So without getting into too much of the actual religious culture, that's generally what you remember from it. Maybe in your brain you remember just like a brief, as you were like learning about the deities, a brief image of as you're going through all the different deities, like all the realms connected, and then you have like the paradigm, like of drawn of the lines that connected, and then around it was circled Nephilis, And then you have a little bit of a brief instruction concerning him or whatever, and how he fits into the whole paradigm or into the whole hierarchy of the deities. But other than that, you're pretty vague.
Sounds like I need his relic. I don't know how I can get it. He keeps it hidden, right?
She's like,
That and everything else he has.
yes. Me in. She at this point she's almost conspiratorial. There's almost no need for you to force any answers. Either the incense has worked its magic long enough, or she is just at this point pretty broken. She's like, yes, me and Theron, we had a plan. After we saw this growing, we found out what it was, and we went far north, off the coast, and we went all the way to what we thought was going to be a temple, but it wasn't. It was broken. It was an old artifice, and we found out what this sigil was. We might keep us there, but that doesn't matter. We had a plan. We're going to take it from him, but it's not there. You tried to sense it. You tried to see it. You tried to touch it. It's not there. He punished us. She's just like, again, like, just tears. He is so cruel sometimes. I know. He makes you think it's so just.
What is justice for him to die? But I don't want you to.
She's like, no, please, no. I don't want to die yet.
Nor do I. That is not just.
She sits back and she sees it in your face. She's like, you're gonna try to kill him.
I have to.
I'll die.
I will do everything. You think. It's not for you. You think I want my friends to die. They mean great deal to me. And I will do anything I can to save all of you. Anything.
Yes. And there is no hope for us. Either you die trying to kill him, or we die when you succeed.
I don't intend for that to be the only two outcomes.
She says, why not let him ascend? Why not let him go?
Go where? Does he want to be a god?
She's like, that's what I think. I don't know. There's something. She's like, there were things that he said when we were collecting what we did that seemed to say that seemed to indicate that. I don't know. I don't even know if that's possible for a mortal to ascend.
People have tried. And then what happens if he does? Do you lose that brand?
I don't know, but I know it's better than knowing that I'm going to die. I don't want to seem selfish, but let's just say the High Council aren't all saints.
I know.
So their destruction would not. The calculus is very simple for me.
I understand.
She's almost like frantic, where she feels physically out of control because she can't touch Phelan energy right now, but she's also just like physically bound, and she sees that what she can't control you. No.
I haven't done anything yet. I need time to think.
Aramor walks up and he puts his hand on you.
Something.
He's like, look, Kyle. Some people, they choose to die years before they end up dying. It's not our fault. It's not her fault. It's just the deck that they've been dealt.
And you can see in Kyle's face two moral absolutes colliding with one another. And
it's like, look, man, Doran's not a good guy. might be down that he passed on. And for you, Neil, at this point is just like sobbing. For you, death ain't so bad. Turns and walks back.
Let's just get some sleep. We have much to discuss tomorrow.
Okay. You go there? Yeah. You leave, kind of just.
Is there another bed in the room?
Yeah.
I like kind of lead her into it and
She's kind of
sit her down.
Yeah, she's worn out. She's done. She is so exhausted.
I look around the room, say nothing, and then just walk out.
Airmore's still there, too.
Oh yeah. Aramore just
He's
sits
getting
down.
watched. I'm not
right.
worried about it.
He kind of makes his way right in front of like the moated window. That's kind of now. It's obviously night has set in on the city, and the bright stars are out. Like a completely clear sky, and like maybe a slight drift of snow starting to come in from the north, slowly drifting onto the windowsill. He kind of grunts, scooches his butt on the ground, folds his leg in crisscross applesauce, kind of just sits.
At some point after the last thing I said,
Yeah.
I drifted off to sleep against the wall.
You're just up against the wall, just.
Dang, you got two of the most powerful guys in there.
Yeah,
Just chilling out.
I go to
pretty badass.
I go to my own room and
You be sleeping.
He'd be an EP boy.
What you gotta do now is learn to sleep with your eyes open so that you're watching.
and have a mental breakdown in my
Send
room.
out to sleep.
It's valid.
Alright.
Hi everyone, Joel here. I am the editor. I also play Kyle Recte. And I'm just here to tell you that the session is over. Because Aiden didn't say, and if he did say, the audio didn't pick it up, here, there you go. Session's over, and everything after this is just us messing around, having fun, and just talking with each other, so enjoy.
I love how we definitely played like 3 hours of this game to this one song. I love it.
I didn't even notice.
It's all good.
Well,
It's
some of
gonna
us
be
played
like
it.
imprinted into my brain.
This song.
This is only what I'm gonna hear when I try to go to sleep tonight.
That's how far Horizons was for
Dude.
Resident
main theme.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I literally can't listen to that song.
I feel like I have a decent amount of music that I can suggest to y'all if y'all want something different.
I have tons of this playlist.
We have-
I just,
we
I
have-
just-
I'm just saying.
I just
have,
selected.
I have even more if y'all are interested in like something completely different.
Yeah, dude.
No,
Absolutely.
it's
Rock
not
it.
separate.
Put it in a playlist and I'll definitely play it. Absolutely. I'm totally down.
Just like if y'all want, because I'm sure I have stuff that like y'all never heard.
Okay.
So
sweet.
it'd be stuff that.
If it's ambient, if it's like musical, whatever, dude, yeah, put it in the playlist and we will
so
absolutely
much
play it.
music.
I've got so much more music than you.
Yeah, I'm sure my music library is like way bigger.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you literally just.
God.
You literally just. Oh my god. That's not how how I'm trying to portray it.
They love you, that's why they're telling you.
But they love you. That's why they're thinking about it.
Right?
Actually, how I show my love.
Keep going after this at 9?
What time? No, like, what time is it now?
8:30.
What time do we need to
It's
start?
about 30 a.m.
Well, I'd suggested 9 o'clock. We can go a little later than 9 if we want to.
We can go
Not
later?
super late. I don't want us to be here until like 11.
I have
Because we have school.
Therein lies the question.
Shut up.
I hate you. That's strike 2, man. Do it again and you die.
I know.
Gornak has Alzheimer's. For the rest of the campaign. He's just like, what? Wait, huh? Where are we? What's going on?
Chain King. What?
He's like, what's that? What's that? Is that a band? You got, dude, that would be a sick band name, the Chain King. It's like, we are the Chain King! Yeah! Traveling minstrels.
Metal band or something.
I have to run a one shot of just like opposing minstrel bands. Like you guys all play as like instrumentalists who are like fighting another group. It's just Scott Pilgrim versus the world. It's just like, yep, it's so much fun. Okay.
I begin fiddling.
I switched to D.
That makes me sad that we don't have a bard in our party, dude.
Dude,
That
it
That would
does.
change the vibe so
The bard
much.
would be
Hence-
half-
My character's just gonna have like a little fiddle, and every once in a while he'll just pull out.
Providence.
It's like this big.
Providence is not true.
Providence
No.
will be a bard.
Hold up, I do have a question about.
I don't have enough riz. My 7 foot jack.
Scanley.
What?
Seduce
I
the
think I'm
dragon.
naturally a bard, but
I have a question. During the night that we were at the watchtower, the lighthouse.
Yes.
Valen
You're talking about Milladine or Cosric?
There's two different levels.
Oh no, you're talking about Illunal Temple?
No, the Cosric.
Wait, what? Cosric, okay, cool. With the red cloaks and the
yes,
Inquisitor?
Was Valen there? I can't remember.
Cosric?
She
Is
was-
that what's called?
Cosric.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
Cosric.
the Ravenge and
Yes,
the
yes.
the big.
Yes, and those are all the ship captains.
Yes.
No.
No,
Ship
I'm
captains were
yes.
on the island.
Nope, that was Cosric.
Right, that is the lighthouse.
We had
the
two
Milladine.
sessions on
Lighthouse
on
on
Milladine.
Cosric?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
sir. Yep, Cosric.
I thought we had a seat get it
Here's the-
buried out there.
yeah, exactly. So here, let me explain the geography.
Alright.
Dakenrand's right here. You have the city of Dakenrand. You get the seaboard wall of Dakenrand, and then you have your inlet cove, and this is where Cosric spreads out
Yeah,
as a
that's
small
where we
town
were,
on the
okay.
outside. You got Cosric running all the way out, and that's like the end of Cosric is basically like filled out of Dakenrand, and then you have within that the center, maybe a quarter mile out, you have the Isle of Milladine, and Milladine has the lighthouse on it, and that's where you have all the captains. That's where you have the primary naval presence, because obviously you have the military presence at Dakenrand, primary naval presence on Milladine. You have a lot of like the headquarters and like postal system is in there as well.
Yeah,
So
I
you have a lot of
remember that.
letters getting inflowed and outflowed from there. That's where you guys started talking about keepers of Wen,
Yes.
Yes.
or the children of Wen, and then you had all your captains that you interfaced
So,
with.
I guess my question is,
Yes.
before obviously this meeting
Uh-huh.
with Valen, when was the last time we saw her? Considering that arc or that part.
It would be
what
Circle
session
5.
before that?
Circle of 5.
Yeah.
You
Circle
guys
of 5.
had, you guys
Oh,
were at
before
the
that even.
place of
So,
building.
okay, I guess specifically on the island.
Okay.
And Cosric, when was the
Remember
last
how
time
we
saw
walked
her?
into her with her bodyguard? We were brought into a shop and she hired us to go kill this rabbit.
I remember this. Yes.
So moreover,
That was the.
even before that, you guys had interacted with, or at least not directly interacted with her, but you had seen her and her bodyguard at that point unnamed. Remember when the ship had problems and you saw them go away?
That was after she hired us.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so, okay, that helps actually.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Timeline makes sense to that?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Any other questions?
Just
Peanut gallery.
Just the one that I posed to Valeth.
He hated you. This is valid. I will respond.
What's in my pocket?
What is in your pocket?
Dude, Gornak dies. You lose experience. Take away that level. Go back down to 21 hit points. Oh man, if I was a vengeful DM who didn't want to have you let you have fun, I would do that.
I'm sorry, I'm really tired right now.
You are sorry. I tired. I mean,
Yeah.
Fun isn't allowed anymore.
That's not what this is for.
no laughing at my table.
Are you guys having fun? I'm killing a
Stop it! Only sadness. We're gonna enjoy this meal, so we're enjoying. Is that a Signs reference?
That was just a
Why don't you eat?
That's also true. We're having fun. That's so sad and true. I'll love it. Especially when it's their idea. It has to be fun. Okay. Never mind, mine is awesome. Okay. That never happens. Because this is getting recorded. Hi, all the people who are probably us listening.
Probably just Isaac.
Or Isaac, yeah, that's true.
Literally.
This is like beautiful for Isaac. Hi, Isaac. I hope you like my accent for
Everything's
Evermore.
beautiful.
No
for
critiques
Isaac.
allowed.
So I
Yeah, it's true.
Isaac, where's my favorite red Mexican?
Call him a red Mexican? That is extremely racist. We don't have
No, he's a
to
red
check us.
Mexican. He's like their hood, you know?
Hey, bro, we miss your physical presence at the table, okay?
Whoa.
You're
Yeah, they're very
whoa,
present.
Well, hey,
Whoa.
I can be distracted too.
Whoa.
I'm kidding, guys.
This isn't the Navy guy.
The gay jokes abound when we're all here, guys. This is awesome. Okay, anyway, that's
I haven't made a single one. I don't know.
You haven't said anything.
You're talking too much right now, Providence. Be quiet now.
Just
Hurt yourself.
Kill yourself. Don't. God, that stupid mic. It's so intimidating.
Joel's like,
Today.
Aiden.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. My name's Mark.
Whoa, Mark, can I get a?
Oh.
This is why we couldn't live stream. Because we would just get canceled immediately.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
so I would record from behind so they wouldn't see my face. So in case I ever got famous,
Mhm.
I'd be fine.
I don't like that.
Bro, you have the attack helicopter thing on your YouTube channel.
Sterilize
You're already
liberals.
gonna get canceled for that.
I can delete that.
Bro, it's been on there for like 4 years.
Guys, if Andrew Tate can successfully be canceled, we could never be successful.
Yes, we could.
He has money.
We just turn off the comments.
Well, we got money too. I mean, look at Providence's bank account like I did. And...
That's why I said available.
Is that like an inside joke? I don't understand that.
No, the inside joke is I never have money in my bank account. Something bad happens, I'm like,
I'm kidding.
Could it be my bank account?
I've been told recently not to tell people that I'm broke, and just to tell them that it's like family matters. Like it's when people ask, "Oh, do you make?"
Which you are literally second-handedly breaking right now.
Second-hand lines.
Dude,
That's a good movie.
I don't.
That's so meta. I like that. That was very meta.
I don't know why people have such an issue talking about money.
What are you talking about? Stop. Let's get back to the
Yeah, hey man.
Family
watch
matters.
out.
I have $2, and that's enough for me.
I know. I feel like it's a very like intrinsically personal thing for Americans.
I just make fun of him
Whose
for it.
quiet ideology, regardless of race, creed, or religion, is capitalism.
Yeah.
So you're kind of like the amount of money you is. Oh, wow! You hear that? The amount of money you is. The amount of money you have, which ironically is very interconnected to your state of being.
D&D Beyond, guy.
What?
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Stop.
I got coffee too.
I'm saying I'm sorry for making you.
I wanted coffee myself.
If it wasn't you, it would have been Jordan.
Providence, you're talking again.
Hey, I need that joke to stop now because it's not going to be conducive to a fun time for Providence.
We don't want Providence to be the new
Tell me to talk or not talk, tell me.
Providence, you talk as much as you want.
Dude, you guys remember, like, I don't know, like 5-6 years ago, you, me, and Providence and Noah were in his bedroom at his birthday party, and we were like,
Longer than that.
yeah, it was crazy.
8 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, Providence.
Anyway,
And we all went around in a circle, like, what one thing do you not
I
like about
absolutely hate what I said.
each other?
I remember we did that, but I don't remember like the conversation.
I was like, that's weird, Noah. And
That
then you were like,
That has haunted me my entire
everyone, all three of you said, Samuel, you need to talk more.
I do. Wait, I do remember that. I do remember.
Now this guy can't shut up.
Stop. You guys were not.
You listen to me, bro.
You took that to heart and to mind.
You guys just
That
swapped
was
places.
definitely the like really.
Oh no, I've always
I have
been.
no idea what I'm talking about. Teenager part of my life.
Real.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm still in that stage.
Yeah, me too.
Shut up.
I was also really heavily influenced by Tim. So
Yeah.
that
By
was-
what?
That's true.
By Tim, my brother Tim, which is not a good influence at all. I'm just flat out. He's not a good influence. So.
It's like me.
Oh.
Not a very good influence on you.
That was very sus, Joel. Why are you glaring at him? Why are you looking at him like that?
Not a good influence.
Why did you have to say it so zesty?
Can we get back to killing this
Joel's
girl?
Joel's just a lemon.
Huh?
Joel's an orange.
It's not the right word.
Isn't that like the car that doesn't work?
Okay, well, let's get back to
I
it.
got out of hand really quick.
I'm so sorry.
You're good.
No, it's all your fault. It is actually.
I'm running out of questions.
That's okay.
Good. Can you let me wake up now?
Yeah.
How was your upbringing?
Like, what's your favorite thing? You come here often?
Every night.
You just start flirting with
Every
her.
My
I was saying that when Joel was asking like her question earlier, I was like, what if he just starts doing like attack the phones flirting?
What?
You asked her a question earlier, and the way that you asked her, I was like, are you gonna like start?
I didn't like
that.
that.
Wait, what did I say?
I don't remember. I didn't even remember what you said. It just sounded again really zesty.
Alright, we should get back.
That was probably just me talking to Aiden coming out.
Okay, weird tangent. Let's get it.
Anyways.
Anyway.
How gay is this table gonna be, guys? We might got Isaac and all you three knuckleheads.
We need to get some girls in here to feel more straight.
Bro, I'm gonna be.
I swear, I'm gonna bring one of the girls from college and just have them sit in here.
We're gonna be like,
y'all are gonna be so mature. They'll be like, actually, my character stands boldly next to the door.
That doesn't work because I'm getting
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if he's joking at this point, guys.
I don't either. This is gonna be our indoctrination
Bro, he's not wearing
station.
socks.
I will romance you.
Wow.
Don't
wearing
test me, bro. I will.
You gotta talk to Samuel.
Pre-marital dog review.
Oh, my
Oh, that's
gosh.
happened.
This is crazy.
Sanity time.
No, I'm gonna
We
be
didn't
so
tell him
into my
about
character,
the
bro. I'm
time
gonna
when
be
Seth asked for one single.
That was you, sir. One room, please.
Oh, that's so bad.
I think that was you.
We were setting up an assassination for a government because he was part of the Guild of the Chosen.
We didn't want to get 2 rooms because we didn't have enough money.
So two dudes walked up to the bar. They're like,